I just got to say, this is why I came here, you know, because it's culture, how we work, back against the wall. We just put our head down to work. Offensive line, it was said, everything was said about y'all. Y'all ain't give a damn. Y'all came in to work every day and that paying off. Let's keep building on this, man, and let's keep this momentum going, bro.
Okay, so sometimes we like to make football very complicated, right? I mean, sometimes football can be a very complicated game, and sometimes it is as simple as what?
Buffalo got their teeth kicked in. Literally. I mean, that was typical Baltimore Ravens football, playing great defense and grounding and pounding you to death. I mean, literally, the Baltimore Ravens had 271 yards rushing against this Buffalo Bills defense. They've been playing pretty good defense up to this point. And I think, Rex, you had mentioned in the meeting this morning about this Baltimore Ravens team in the AFC.
Well, so hold everything. Yeah. Yesterday on Sunday NFL Countdown, Tedy was there, I was there, and I suggested to Rex that the Bills were the best team in the AFC. This is hours before this game kicked off last night. And what did you say?
Greeny, you know what I said?
Yeah.
I told you the Baltimore Ravens were the best team in the National Football League, even though they were 1-2. Oh, imagine that.
That's what happens when I got to work on Mondays. I got to work on Mondays, and I got to hear what this guy said on Sundays. You see what I'm saying?
I told you so. I told you. It's only based on 30 years. Coach, what the hell do I know? Here's what I know. No team in the history of the National Football League in their first 4 weeks of the season have outgained their opponents by over 100 yards rushing in every single game. Are you kidding me? This formula is, ground and pound. Ground and pound. Mm-hmm. And it still works. And by the way, you hit it on the head. Their defense finally showed up.
That's right.
Because they were dead last in the NFL in pass defense.
Yep.
And guess what? I know they're way better than that. And so there's way more talent on that defense. It's a matter of time for them to come together. This team clearly, this is the one you don't want to play. Ever.
Let me just say a couple of things here because of it just something popped in my mind when listening to Derrick Henry address the team like that.
Yeah.
Just every player in that locker room, how cool would it be to elevate him to a championship? Oh. First of all, doing it for him, almost him being the inspiration. Right. You know this guy's going to the Hall of Fame. You know this guy's one of the best that's ever been there. And you know you feel indestructible with him in the backfield. Let's go win now because we can't be stopped because of that guy, and we're going to do it, and he's going to lead the way. That's championship type of
They were the best team in the National Football League last year. And they added Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me?
Cindy, can we put up A18, please? Because remember week one, when they had the opportunity against Kansas City and they didn't get it done, then they lose that game to the Raiders and they keep forgetting to give the ball to Derrick Henry. Well, take a look. Coach Harbaugh said after week one that Henry wasn't signed to get the ball 30 times a game. Well, he was right. It's more like 24 or 25 because in their last two wins, he's had at least 150 yards rushing in each one. Those are the two games they've won this season. The formula is pretty simple. You want to put Lamar Jackson over the top, which everyone is waiting to see. Lamar Jackson needs one thing to solidify his place as one of the great players of all time. He's got 2 MVPs. He's off to one of the historically great starts in the sports history. But we know how we judge quarterbacks. He needs one thing, and that is some hardware on his finger. Yeah. Is this the guy who's going to get it for him?
Because I'll tell you why. The reason is because now the rushing aspect of Lamar Jackson is complementary. It isn't the main aspect of the running game.
Right.
Before it was like, don't let Lamar beat you. Now it's like he surprises you when he takes it because it's off of the Derrick Henry threat because that is now the main threat. It is now like Lamar. Oh yeah, that's right. Lamar can also run it, and by the way, now he's gone for 40 to 50 yards.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is like Baltimore, stay true to your identity. Don't deviate from. Sometimes offensive coordinators can get cute and all those type of things. You got a sledgehammer in the backfield. Okay, well, Lamar Jackson, stick to that with the way their defense is coming around. If they play defense like they played last night, that's the formula for Lamar Jackson to get hardware on his face.
And the defense is so good. When Josh Allen was trying to do his superhero things, we showed the one play. That was the one that he had, but that was it.
Right.
Kyle Van Noy was all over him. They rushed him in a controlled way. I mean, it's just, and Lamar on the other side, did you notice anything out of the ordinary that he did? I mean, like Superman, like that Josh Allen play, because he didn't have to, but you know he still can.
Right.
You know he still can, and he will when he has to.
I think the big thing is going to be at the end of the season, sometimes Lamar wears down a little bit. We're going to see the fact that he has that big beast in the backfield with him. He doesn't have to run it as much as he used to.
I got my
He's gonna be
MVPs too.
pressure.
I don't care.
And I'm telling you,
Here you
it's
go.
all going to be about targeting what the end of the season looks like. Stay into your identity.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Nobody runs it better than this team. And to me, it's just, I mean, man, they're so set
He
up
can really
for it.
pick his spots now when he wants to take over and do the superhero things, but it's like, I don't have to, especially now in September.
Do the Buffalo side of the game a little bit later. I want to get you to an early game yesterday because this one, storm clouds, if not literally, figuratively, were all over the Philadelphia Eagles in Tampa yesterday. Now, this little exchange here, Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield, we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
And we will.
What'd you say?
Baker Mayfield was unreal early in this game yesterday. That's one touchdown, and here comes another. Tedy, he started hot.
Yeah, and there's no pressure up the middle of the pocket, but look at these throws. I mean, that's just, when he can step up and have a clean center of the pocket, he's dangerous.
He threw for 347.
He's running it. He's running it.
He ran it in.
I tell you what, forget Derrick Henry. This guy might be the best back in the league.
21-0
I see
Tampa.
you, Baker.
Third quarter, the Eagles have had no offense and then changed that quickly. Here comes Saquon, the one good moment here for him. He's been such a bright spot into their season. That's 59 yards, and that sets up this. D-Wood, no Jason Kelsey. Does that mean they can't do the tush push anymore?
No, you see it right there. They can still go get it done.
He pushes that tush
When
right
you got
in.
that quarterback, you can do it.
24-14, but then Tedy, Levante David happened.
Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts, the two best players on the offense, and he just took them both to school. I mean, this guy, this is a Hall of Fame linebacker, and I think he's just awesome.
Critical turnover, and then here's a fourth down play, last gasp Eagles. Anthony Nelson the sack, and that's your ball game. Buccaneers statement win, 33-16. After the game, I want you to listen to this exchange. Listen closely to the question to Jalen Hurts.
You and Nick are obviously big voices on the team, the head coach and the quarterback. As you enter the bye and you want to find an identity, do you two talk about maybe what you want the message to be to the team, or how you kind of want to handle as you guys go into the second part of the year?
We have our moments.
Yeah. We have our moments. What was that?
He can't hide it. He can't hide it. To me, I think there's a disconnect. I saw it all last year at the end of the last season. I thought there was a disconnect with the head coach and the quarterback, certainly. He's just not, he can't hide it anymore. And
What is it?
Man, I think there's something personal there too, is what it looks like to me. And, obviously the play, I don't think the quarterback, I think this young man's not playing with anywhere close to the confidence we saw him playing with. You're going to tell me about Shane Steichen, and you're so right. Ever since he left the building, I don't see the same confidence. He's like, he is not delivering the ball on time. So he holds the ball longer than any quarterback in the league. And to me, he's almost letting pressure get to him. So to me, there's no confidence in, hey, I'm going to get this receiver open or whatever.
You said something funny to me this morning, but when I said to you, well, look, the Eagles were playing without like half of their team yesterday. What is it you said to me immediately? You said they wanted to make good and sure what?
That there was plenty of excuses before this game. And they did. That's why I took Tampa over them. All right? And to me, it's like, no. Anytime somebody's presenting all those reasons why they're not going to get it done, somebody doesn't have confidence. And they certainly played that way. How the hell can you go into a game, all right? And I'm sorry if I'm getting off topic here a little bit.
Stay on topic. You're good.
But here's the thing. Baker Mayfield was sacked 12 times the previous two games.
Right up the middle.
You got him twice. What happened to this damn vaunted pass rush? All right? Like, Baker Mayfield converted. He was part of 20 first downs, the highest in his career. You did nothing to disrupt this guy.
Yeah.
Nothing. And sometimes the team, I think there's a bigger concern here. I think you got way too many independent contractors and nobody playing as a damn team. That's the problem with the Eagles.
You don't have to be best friends with your head coach, okay? You don't have to be best friends. And, I mean, playing for Bill Belichick like I did, I don't think he had any best friends on the team in terms of players. But we knew one thing, his contributions were immense in terms of what we did. What contribution is Nick Sirianni giving to Jalen Hurts or the defensive side of the ball? That's the thing. If you don't feel like there's either of those, listen, Coach, I'm not with you, and then you're not even doing anything for us to help us win football games, now you got problems. Now you got problems because you're almost winning in spite of your head coach. And that's not a good place to be. That's not a good place to be because you want to know that, I mean, when certain things have to be decided from the head coaching perspective, all right, decisions have to be made in situational ways throughout the course of the season, the right decision is going to be made. He'll make the right decision. I don't like you, but you'll still make that right decision, and that's where the respect comes in. But I don't even see the respect from Jalen Hurts with that response.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, that's the issue. It's not about liking and all that type of stuff. All right, it's about the respect, and there's something. That's why I think there's something a little bit odd, a little different.
There's a disconnect.
A little personal. There is a true disconnect.
And they're on their bye right now.
I gotta. Here's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
All right, if I'm Nick Sirianni, the first thing I gotta ask myself is, by the way, do we meet together? Like, do we have a real team game plan, a win? You know, how we're gonna win this game plan? In other words, all the coordinators I'm meeting with. The offensive, defense, special team coordinator, all of us are going over the plan collectively. Because, look, if I got Vic Fangio in case here, guys, I'm the offense coordinator. I'm Boy Wonder.
Kellen Moore, yeah.
Kellen Moore. Look, I don't have my two top receivers, A.J. Brown and Smith. I don't have them, all right? And by the way, our right tackle ain't playing. We're going to need some hamburger last name helper. Okay? And instead, I see a defense that's like, well, we're going to do our job. Your job's to win the game. Sometimes you got to show up and attack your opponent instead of just letting them do whatever the hell they want. And to me, that's it. They don't get it. It's like independent contract. Oh, we're okay back here. We're not the reason we're losing. Yes, you are.
You could almost bring
you are.
You can almost put it, not contracts, but almost independent units, right? An offensive unit, a defensive unit, and a special teams unit